Do you ever love something so much that you hate it? This is my problem with Desmos. I freaking love Desmos. It's a fantastic online graphing calculator. They're great. And one of the really cool things they do is they have these Desmos activities that you can run with a class. So as a student, you can sign in and you can work on these sort of custom built activities. This one is about sort of understanding diameter versus circumference. And they do all these cool things where it's like I can unroll a circle and estimate, I think this is 31 centimeters maybe. And if I'm a student new to sort of understanding circumference, this is the kind of thing that's really cool. I can submit my answer, I can see what my classmates said, and they just have all kinds of awesome demos. Another thing here, I'm just walking through this to sort of show you all the features that it has. If I put in some data, let's say I measure a cup and it has a diameter of 5 centimeters and maybe I measure its circumference to be 16, it will actually show me the data that my classmates gathered. And I can try to figure out, is this proportional or not proportional? It's a really cool sort of inbuilt classroom experience. And so I love these activities. But Desmos lets you create your own activities, and the activity builder is powerful, but the programming language is just bad. It's just really hard and frustrating to use, and teachers aren't going to use it. And so just like a year ago, when I saw the Desmos graphing calculator, and I thought, I can do better, and I built my own. This is Mr. Pullen's, my graphing calculator that I built. That can switch between 2D and 3D on the fly and can do rainbow expressions. I saw this Desmos Activity Builder and I just was like, it's so good, but I'm so frustrated. And I didn't do anything with this frustration until a couple of days ago. I was at the Knowles Teaching Conference in Philadelphia and I met Maggie. And they shared with me that they've been creating activities with Desmos for a while, and they have a desire, which is Desmos Activity Builder, where you can program your own activities just like this, except instead of using the not so nice to use Desmos computation layer for programming, what if it was just Scratch blocks? And that totally blew my mind because I love Scratch. I grew up on Scratch. Perfect idea, right? Let teachers program their own activities using little Scratch blocks. It would be great. And so once again, I just want to recreate Desmos a little bit better. And so literally in the airport on my way home from this conference, I started workshopping this. And I took some more time today to work on this, but I just want to show you where I've gotten so far. A huge part of the Desmos activities is that you can see things that your classmates shared. So you can see here, like I submitted an answer and my classmates submitted some answers as well. It's me and Josh too, all contributing to this activity. And so you really want that live sort of collaboration. So I busted open my WebSockets encyclopedia. I looked up sockets.io, figured out a bunch of stuff, and I've been creating this little tool. It's super work in progress right now. But the idea is that over here on the teacher side, I can create a little activity and maybe set up a question like, what is 1 plus 1? And I could give multiple choice options. And maybe my options are 1, 2, 3, or 4. And then, as a student, I can join the room using the room code, and the question shows up. And the thing that I'm so excited about is in my work in progress, I've got this live WebSockets syncing working, where if I choose an answer, you can see on the left, the answer that I choose is actually showing up. So it's 4 right now, but if I go over here and I change my answer, it insta-syncs to the teacher's computer as well as in a sort of private way. I'm going to make it so that you can sort of sync answers across students' computers as well. You can have multiple students join, obviously, and if you do that, both of their answers show up. So maybe one person chose 2, one person chose 3. You might on the teacher's computer then sort of display, like, here's a histogram or a bar chart or something of what different people entered. And then I also added a free response option so that you could maybe like type an answer in and it would show up over here. So again, the teacher can actually change these questions live on the fly, and it just works. I have a lot more work to do with this, obviously. It is not to the point that it's usable, but I'm very excited about this idea, and I just wanted to share the work that I'm doing. I'm hoping maybe we can get some funding from Knowles to work on this. They are a great support for teachers who are working on things and trying to sort of push teaching forward. So I just wanted to share a little update with anyone who's interested that this is what I'm working on and what I'm interested in.